Hey, Akshay. Apologies if I didn't pronounce your name perfectly, but I believe that's how it's pronounced. I checked YouTube for that. So doing a quick portfolio review for you. So far, just we'll go from the top and just work our way down. Excuse me. Then I'll take a look at mobile and probably take a look at your social presence if you're interested in that as well. I'll include that in the end just as a freebie. All right, so first things first, looks like you have your logo. Looks like it does redirect to the home, so that's good. Like the spacing on your nav bar here. Let's see, then you link to each one of these sections. Dig that, looking good. Nice and smooth. I like the animations that you put in as well. Okay, so then you have a nice little welcome here. Build things for the web. And then you have, let's see, get in touch. And that scrolls all the way to the bottom here to your contact details. Okay, like that. Like the animations that you're using. Kind of curious, actually, what animation libraries you might be using. Oh, looks like you even have an audio element in here too. Interesting. So I'm curious to see where that component fits in. I'll take a look at that in a sec, though. But yeah, overall, this looks good. Maybe consider adding like an avatar or like a small photo there. Then the people just get more of a very, kind of natural feel for who you are, like right off the bat. Psychologically, a lot of people really do connect with other human faces quite well. So one thing to consider, let's see, about me, looks good, pretty stylish. Oh, cool. You even have a light and dark mode here. I like that. Sorry about that. Huh. One thing maybe I would put in here is just, like some sort of a hover tooltip or something, so that when someone scrolls over this, they have the option. Maybe even include it as an option, say up here. But overall, love it. Definitely like that. It's very smooth when it transitions. Overall, really liking your portfolio. Looks like you used Undraw for these photos. Dig that. That fits in pretty well. Yeah, good use of highlighting about in your text here. So you're focused on web experiences. You're passionate. Crafting user-friendly experiences. So one thing I might do on this, excuse me, is highlight the phrasing a little bit, make it a little bit more verbose. So you can say passionate, and then highlight creating web experiences, improve lives, crafting clean, user-friendly experiences. Highlight, make that bold as well. But otherwise, I like the layout. Good use of wording. Maybe try to shrink this image a little bit, or maybe add a little bit more text, at least for the desktop version. I still have to take a look at mobile. All right, let's see, recent work. That looks cool. Let me go ahead and click on this. Okay, and that's where the sound effect comes into play. Cool, I like that. All right. Yeah, good use of animations. Love the drop shadow. Let's see, tools that you're using. Awesome, looks good. Interests, apart from being a web developer, I enjoy speed cubing and can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 40 seconds. Awesome. And then you link to looks like a Netify app here, where you're talking about speed cubing. Cool, dig that. Even got the Undraw graphic for that, which is pretty awesome. Let's see. Tech enthusiast, large amount of my time, latest tech advancements, front-end development, several sci-fi and fantasy genre movies, shows. Okay, I like that. Maybe list off like a couple of different shows or movies that you like there. But other than that, it's in terms of a portfolio, this looks good. Okay, and then you have your contact information. Looks like it links to Telegram, LinkedIn, and your email. Maybe consider trying to add Twitter in here and, like, say, your GitHub. Definitely useful to have when you're dealing with recruiters. They do like to see a fair amount of updates on your GitHub account just to see that it's active. They may not really understand like the code that you have implemented, but they do like to see that little graph. That's just how tech recruiters kind of operate. But yeah, I believe I already sent you a connection request on here. Yeah, be sure to include this image on your portfolio. But yeah, other than that, I'm liking how it looks so far. Don't want to open Telegram. Cool. All right. It's very clean. I like that how straightforward it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and check it on mobile. Just going to do it on the iPhone version. Make sure that we're at 100% here. Let's see. Minimize that a little bit. Mobile menu looks good, nice and responsive. Excuse me. I think one thing here is I would probably make this a little bit lighter, just so that it's got a better separation between the nav menu and the content down below here, or maybe even a animation feature on each one of these, so that when you're scrolling over it, the user knows what they're about to click on, or perhaps even change the cursor to where it turns into like that the hand icon. But yeah, other than that, it looks fantastic. On mobile, it looks good. Yep, cool. Get in touch still brings you to the bottom here. Let's see. Light and dark mode still works well. Okay, cool. So it looks like you did probably develop this for a mobile first experience. So this image size and the amount of text, excuse me, works really well on the mobile experience. So I would definitely just recommend on the desktop experience, maybe making that section a little bit more lean. But other than that, looks good. Let's see. Click on that and get the sound effect once again. All right, cool. Tools section. For this on mobile, I think one thing I would recommend, instead of having all of this as horizontal, maybe break it out into 2 or 3 columns. You do have enough space here, so maybe put like HTML5 here, CSS here, and JavaScript there. Then you'll basically have a grid of 3 icons going that way. Let me see how many you have. 3, 9. Yeah, so you could have basically a 3x3 grid right here, and I think that would fit the section overall, because then everything would show up in the view as the user is scrolling through, without them having to kind of scroll and get a little bit of a difficult user experience just seeing all of their icons. They probably just scroll through and be like, okay, okay, okay. Like I see that. You want to, if you can, give them the quickest snapshot possible with it still looking nice and clean. But overall, really love the implementation of the mobile version. Okay, yeah, this looks good here. One thing I might recommend on each one of these sections, aside from this one, because this has just the perfect amount of spacing and padding, but for these, where you have text and that sort of thing, maybe remove just a little bit of padding or remove a little bit of margin on the top of each one of these, and probably a little bit on the bottom as well. So, make it so that you're, I don't know, maybe removing like 1 or so rem or em from that in terms of like padding or margin. Then at least for the mobile experience, you can really, excuse me, really include like the majority of the content in one, in the overall view as the user is scrolling through. But that's also a matter of personal preference. I still like what you've done here. Just one thing I might consider doing. Cool, and the contact section looks good.